report with a special intro from DJ Lunga. What's up, everyone? Check out
what the hell was that,
dude? I don't know, man.
I'm gone for 1 week, and we all of a sudden we turn into a rave.
Holy turn down your mic a little bit. Something's distorting. Do you hear it distorting?
Oh, is it distorting?
Lunga?
On me? On my end? It sounds
no.
okay.
On he sounds good.
Oh, you mean Robert? He was just a little close. He was just a little close to the mic. That's all.
Yeah. I love that intro. It's a little long. If we could shorten it a little bit, would that be possible?
Yeah, we can
Lunga?
shorten it.
Yeah, I like the shorter intros.
A
little long. What's up? We got Jeffrey Harris in the house. What's up, homie?
Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well and staying safe.
We're trying, Jeffrey. Hey, but check this out. Theater's open this Friday. Did you guys know about that?
I heard something about that. So it's a step. It's a step in a direction.
What direction is it? Hey, what's up? We got Andy Signor from Popcorn Planet. What's up, homie?
Hey, Andy.
Say something. I can't hear you.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, man. So we were doing a quick segment over there, Popcorn Planet. That's why I'm a bit late.
I put Lewis just in the hot seat. It's going to be hot tomorrow.
Was it hot? Was it hot?
It was a little bit.
Not really. Was it?
No, it's just a more edgy topic.
Yeah, it's a serious topic about the
Serious
Flash
topic.
and stuff. We
Just
got
a
Nerd
little
Reactor
warm.
in a packed house. It's a packed house.
Damn.
Wow.
Full stream.
The only thing I don't like about this is that I have to maintain some sort of order, and I suck at it. So I'm going to try to do it, especially if Jeffrey's here, because he usually just doesn't listen. He puts down his earphones, he throws them on the floor, steps on them, and just talks over everyone. Jeffrey,
Jeffrey talks a lot. It's true.
You're not going to do that today, are you, Jeffrey?
He should answer a lot.
No, he's waiting till we talk over us.
Well,
Then he'll
gotta
answer.
he's got to say his intro. You know that.
I already did it. All right, let's do this. We got a pretty good amount of people here already.
Is this
talking.
the tweet you did an hour ago? Is that the one that's us?
No, it's not. It's not. I haven't tweeted yet.
Jesus, Lewis. What the hell are you doing?
I was on
You
your
did two
show, dude.
uploads.
Wait,
Well, then delay a minute. You gotta
I'm
go
on your
social.
show, and you're throwing me under the bus?
Well, no, don't you want people to watch your channel?
Absolutely, yes, I do. Hold on a second. Let me give you
How
this.
are you doing it for if you don't
Hold on.
understand? I'm like going to try and help to help tweet it for you. And
That's true. That's true. Man, everyone's shaming me today. I feel so shamed.
You know what I do? I usually ask a question and then I let like someone like Jeff talk for 10 minutes while I go do that.
Well,
Then-
Jeffrey's the type of dude when you need him to talk, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he just thinks.
Then we
He
need him to
stays
shut
quiet.
up. He won't.
Yeah. He stays. Here.
Oh,
We
the
are
mic
live.
is
I'm
unmuted.
tweeting now.
The
do
mic
we
is
think
unmuted.
Tenet's opening this month? Or
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Oh, we have a friendly bet.
Well, let's hold on a second. Let's not go
Okay.
ahead of ourselves because.
you were I thought you wanted a distraction.
Oh yeah. Well, theaters are allowed to be open in California starting this Friday, and I just tweeted out, Andy.
All right, cool.
Live, right?
Tweeting too.
This Friday, I guess they need to meet a few guidelines. I put up a video about it. Guidelines include there cannot be more than 100 people in any theater, regardless of the size. The other thing they have to do, 25% of the theaters is the capacity. They're encouraging some sort of seating. What is scheduling? So I guess row 100 gets in 5 minutes before row 200. I'm not sure how that's
no
gonna
more
work.
than 100 people. You're talking about for the entire theater.
The entire theater. You could have
Entire
1,000
theater.
people.
Yeah, Tenet's
Theater.
not opening in July.
Yeah, no, it is. Oh no, it is.
Nope.
No, 100% it is because that's this week. You know it's going to be
You know what
hold
you're
on.
going to do, right?
what?
You're going to have the sign that says,
Yeah.
what was that? I forgot. When you lose.
I love Batman 89.
Yeah, you love Batman. Tim Burns Batman.
Anyways, that's part of the stuff. It opens. I spoke to
Yeah, like can we do that? Like I want it to like Die Hard with a Vengeance. Put that board on you and walk out saying that you love it. Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
I love the Snyder cut. Just put it. I want you to walk around.
Oh yeah, definitely that one.
Cut.
Well, you guys are terrible.
Lewis, you already lost control of the show.
I already lost control of this place. Okay, so it's Saturday. I mean, this weekend.
Terry Hall.
Oh!
Woot woot. Nice.
Terry Hall. Yeah, thank you. New member. Actually put out a video the other day for the members. So you guys want to check that out. Terry, check that video out. Thank you for joining.
Damn it.
Damn. Awesome. Awesome avatar. So this weekend, theaters 25%. There's a lot of rules. You guys will check out my video. I have details on that. I did call my favorite movie theater. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't know if they wanted me to mention them, but you guys in the panel kind of have an idea what my favorite movie theater is. And I asked them if they're going to open this weekend. They said no, but there's nothing to show, right? There's nothing to show. So they're going to have, also arcades can open now. I guess golf courts.
There's 4 arcades.
Arcades are kind of weird because they also, you have to use your hands to play, right? With a joystick. It reminds me of
that's
me of my
how
weekends.
it works, Lewis.
No, it reminds me of my weekends though.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know where this is going.
All right.
Just cut Lewis a little slack. He hasn't really streamed for like a week.
Yeah, no, that's true. Could anybody brainstorm real quick the new movie of Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
Unhinged.
Gladiator Part 2.
Is going to be released before Tenet. That's going to break the ice, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to win the bet. We had a bet. I placed with John. John will be shirtless.
No. We didn't say anything about me being shirtless.
I bet Tenet will be released on time. I don't care. I'm not saying how many people are going to be in the theater. 25% sounds like. If you're in a theater like multiplex and they have 10 theaters, 25% each, that's fine. That's going to make money, man. What do you limited time so I get everyone on the panel? Let's start with Signor. What do you think?
What? Sorry, the question was:
is Tenet going to be released on time? Does this secure it? No.
No. I mean, I don't think they should either. They should wait till August. I think August might be ready. I don't think July is gonna be ready.
Why? Because of the virus, or because
I think some of these theaters are promotion theaters will still be figuring out. And even though the theaters are open, there's gonna be a lot of states that are just like, I'm not going. And I think it'd be wiser to see like how does Unhinged do. I don't want to watch a couple other movies before I drop my huge expensive blockbuster because look, you could release that movie next year and make so much more money. So why would you do it now? It doesn't make any sense just to rush it out. You rush it a business. You don't put that movie out until you're sure you're making the money, and you're not sure in July, maybe August.
Exactly.
And then they'll push Wonder Woman to December, which honestly is a better move, and then push Dune to next year. That is to me what they should and probably will do.
Quick question, just Mike. Do people need to wear masks inside the theater? I need to eat popcorn. No, they don't. Actually, they need to wear it. From what I read, to go inside the theater, and as they leave the theater, but not during the theater. So that being said, I always sit in the back because I like to throw popcorn at John while I'm.
So in a more wide open space, the lobby, they don't need it, but in an enclosed space, they don't need to wear the mask. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
well, it's with the state of. Well, I know as far as the state of California, the way they're looking at it is it's kind of treated like a restaurant. When you're in the waiting area, mask on is what the requirements are, and then once you're seated in your place, you can remove the mask if you're going to eat, if you're going to drink something. So it's kind of the same rules that apply if you're going to a restaurant, which I actually went to for the first time today. We were
Wendy's doesn't count though.
No, went to go have breakfast with my kids.
Where?
You look like you eat way more Wendy's than I do. So
I may look like it, but
We're
we're
still waiting for our coupons, Robert.
I wish I had some pull.
We know you got some pull at Wendy's. So
I wish. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be in California, at least. I don't know with other states. Is that if you're sitting, waiting to be seated in a waiting area, as it applies to a theater, when you walk in, they want you to have it on, and then once you're seated in place, you can remove it, and it's kind of the same rules as restaurant.
Interesting, John. Tenet.
Yes,
what are your thoughts on the entire thing?
I'll be there. I'm gonna
You'll
eat
be there
all
where?
8 double stacks.
Where?
Wendy's.
What about the theaters, dude? Come on.
Oh,
Focus.
that. The
Focus,
theater. No, I agree with Andy. Let the lesser movies go out, see how it does, and then after that, if people are showing up, then release your big blockbuster. And once, what was it, Tenet? Once it's not released on that date, once it's delayed, you'll then have to be shirtless.
Listen, John. Listen, I had a talk with Andy.
Yeah.
I know you're obsessed with him and you're trying to kiss ass because he's created so many YouTube channels.
I'm
Just
kissing
because
his
you're
boobs
agreeing
too,
with him,
man.
he ain't gonna have you on his channel, bro. So okay,
Yeah, that's never
so stop
happening.
agreeing
I'm
with
so
him.
sad. I'm so sad.
All right, and the person I really wanted to know what they thought, what their thoughts on this matter is.
Oh my God,
Jeffrey,
spit it out, Lewis. Jesus,
huh?
spit it out already, Lewis. Jeez.
Lewis, you're wrong. There's not only no chance of this happening, there is no chance in hell of Tenet coming out in July.
Wait, last week you were saying it was going to come out.
It's going to come out in theaters. And I proclaimed, I'm going to see this movie in theaters, and that is the only way I'm going to see the movie for the first time. The only way I see Tenet for the first time is in theaters. But look at the marketing material. All of it says coming to theaters. There's no release date. WB knows they're going to have to move. So they've already altered the marketing material for the film. There's no release date. There's no real release date, even though it's technically July 17th. They know they're going to have to move the film. That's why all the promotional material, the new stuff we've seen in the last few weeks, all it says is coming to theaters, not July 17th, which I have pointed out.
I think it's out of respect because this stuff's been politicized, all right? And for the studio to say it's coming out no matter what, they're gonna be bashed. So I think,
well, to be fair,
even if theaters are opening, if they're reopening this week, there's no way they're going to be opened at full capacity, and that doesn't mean everyone's going to be going right back to theaters.
It doesn't matter.
You don't matter, Lewis.
There's going to be 10 theaters. All of them are going to be showing one movie. What do you guys think of this? What do you think of this attitude right here? Just release 10 in the streaming service. I know Nolan have a thing with theater aspect ratio, but damn, there's a pandemic, Nolan.
No.
See what I mean?
Mike, you're insane.
Do I get to go, Lewis? Or
you did technically, but go Lunga again.
I actually haven't said anything.
You did. You forgot.
No, I've been I've been quiet.
But go ahead. You have the stage. Go.
Oh yeah. Is there a timer? Well, first of all, Jeffrey.
Okay, next topic.
You were kind of hemming and hawing because I'll keep talking over him. Jeffrey, you were kind of hemming and hawing because originally you were with us telling you how it's going to come out. It's going to save the movie.
Yeah,
theaters.
I didn't say it was going to come out in July though, but it is going to save the movie industry, and it's one of the most important movies of the year.
You're eating up my time. Lewis apparently has him in a clock, so you're eating up my
10,
time. But
9.
John,
you're the one twisting my words. You're a liar.
All right, Jeffrey, give him a chance, man. Lunga has a temper, dude. He'll bitch at me for 2 hours after this.
The bet with John was not he wouldn't have his shirt on. He would put on something saying "I love the Last Jedi." That was the bet with John. And there's no way this is coming out in July. Me and John told you this the other day, and the reason why this came up is because on the same day when they first did a report saying we don't think it's going to come out, AMC tweeted, "Set your reminders, Tenet comes out in 6 weeks." And I said that was a desperation move by AMC because they're hoping it comes out in 6 weeks, but because they really need it. And Lewis figured, oh well, that's it. That means it's coming. There's no way they put that up if it's not coming out. And I'm telling you that AMC did that on their own. They probably didn't get any.
No, they need studio approval to promote movies that's coming.
Yeah, you know what? That's not how we're in a wild west right now, buddy.
It's not wild west. The studio, Warner Brothers, Collider released the news about what is it? Tenet being delayed, possibly. AMC the next day tweeted out, "Remember, Tenet's coming out on the right date, right? Am I with it?" Yes. And that's the studio damage control. Trust me, they're very
AMC doesn't get to make that decision, Lewis.
That's what I'm saying. You just agreed with me. Warner Brothers.
He's agreeing with me. He's saying AMC.
I'm agreeing with
it
doesn't
matter. Lewis, you are kind of outnumbered here. Everybody's
Where's the
saying
mute button here? Where's the mute button? All right. Any last thoughts from the panel?
The movie's going to be
AMC is
huge
gonna
when
get
it comes
screwed.
out.
That's it.
It's going
What
to
is
be
it?
huge.
Hold on, dude. You already spoke. Stop talking
You
about
said any thoughts from the panel, Lewis?
Stop talking about this weekend's date for you that it's going to be huge. Get out of here. John.
Yeah, AMC is going to be screwed. I think. What is it, Jeffrey? You're saying that Tenet's going to save the movie industry. I don't think you'll be able to save AMC. They're out of luck right now.
Ugh. Andy, you look like you want to say something. Go.
What are we talking about?
How big it is.
About
John's. We're talking about John's.
I don't know. We're still talking about Tenet.
Still talking about Tenet coming out in July or not.
It's
It's either Tenet, Star Wars.
I already answered this goddamn question. What is this?
It's either Tenet, Star Wars, or
You know that in
Snyder
China
Cut.
they're releasing
Pick your-
Avatar and shit. They're gonna just put Disney's just gonna own all the theaters and give them a bunch of movies, and they're gonna fill up the theaters when it's ready. There's gonna be a bunch of old movies, and once the movies are ready, they're not
Black
ready.
Widow, they have Black Widow in November.
Yeah, but Mulan, I bet you is gonna get delayed.
August. Well, that'll probably be August.
Or
September.
Mulan could end up just they might just say F it, we're just streaming it. Who cares anymore? We got too many movies in deck.
Possibility of that.
I think at this point it's not. I thought no way, but who knows? But yeah, I don't think they're going to release this. Nolan is not going to let this movie be streamed.
No,
And he shouldn't.
won't.
And honestly, between that and Wonder Woman and Dune, they got 3 big tent poles between that they're trying to juggle around. That I think you put Wonder Woman in December. It makes sense. Aquaman was already there. They can own it. Movies will be back and booming by then. Wonder Woman's a bigger hit. I'm sorry, it is. Wonder Woman's like a 4
Then
quad.
Tenet?
Tenet's going to do well.
Yeah, no.
Wonder Woman is a blockbuster, and Tenet's going to do great. I'm not denying it.
Yeah.
Come on, Wonder Woman is going to do tremendously bigger numbers. So you save that for the holiday season and back when people are really going to theaters. And I don't know, you either risk Tenet in August or maybe the fall. You just delay it again, pick a September date. But you need to make sure it's at least got enough theaters and IMAX and stuff open. But dude, it sucks to be a studio right now. That's for sure.
Robert, any last thoughts?
No, just it's going to be delayed. It's even though the theater's opening.
Did you write that down or?
Are you going to let me finish? Jesus Christ! I wish I was still at work.
Andy, what did you do to him on your show? He is very ornery today.
Okay, go, Robert. Go.
Back to me. I thought we were on a new topic because I'm doing like 2 things at once. Lewis knows.
Go.
Hosting the video.
It's going to be delayed. It's too soon. Even though the theaters are opening up, give it a little bit of time for the theaters to start cooking again. Then we'll see it once we have a larger capacity at the theaters.
Dope.
Cool.
All
So
right.
are we talking about trans genders and J.K. Rowling next?
No, I wanted
Oh,
you to.
Jesus Christ.
No, wait, hold on a second.
I wasn't ready
That's
for that.
That's on your show tomorrow.
It's like there's this big piece of C4 and he had lit a wick that was like this big. Like
What do you think? Ready? Rowling statements.
Andy,
about
I need more.
I want to hear your thoughts, Lewis.
I need a triple the views here. Could we talk about the Snyder Cut?
Oh God. You want to
I will say this.
Talk about J.K. Rowling, man. Come on.
No, I don't even know. Listen, the worst thing that's happening in the Snyder Cut right now is the air cut.
We're still talking about. Wait, hold a second. I don't mean to be mean. I am paying attention. Why are we still talking about this?
Which one?
The Snyder Cut. Look, I don't
say about the air cut.
But who cares? It's like, come on.
You don't want to
They
say
got a lot of press for a while. I'm intrigued. I'm on board. I'm positive. All right, now make the damn movie and shut up already.
But it already exists. Are you saying it doesn't exist?
I'm saying it's happening. So what are we still
talking about? How dare you slander things?
I know. I'm saying I want to see it before I talk about it again. There's nothing else to talk about. This is stupid. We're going to waste how many minutes talking about the Snyder and the Snyder Cut?
Are you calling the Snyder Cut stupid?
No, I'm saying
I get a quote?
It's stupid because we already addressed it.
All right,
next video to come out is why Andy and Lewis have.
Yeah, I can't wait for exactly. Let's keep some of these haters out there just need content.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey,
God.
Listen.
Andy said after the Snyder Cut. Oh, God, he's such a hypocrite. He said he wasn't going to talk negative, and now he is. I knew it wouldn't last.
Now, hey,
I have a topic.
He's such a jerk.
Okay, Jeffrey, go.
Original of myself.
I would like Jeffrey
There it
Combs
is.
to play
Should we open
Dr.
that
Philip
one?
Boyce in Star Trek: Strange New
Kylo
Worlds.
Ren is here.
Andy Signore does not know what he's talking about.
Hold on.
What?
What is going on?
No,
Oh, God.
No,
No,
not
do
the
it.
Red Skull.
No, come
Anything but the
on.
Red Skull.
Oh, God.
Hold on, my button's
Please-
on the
please
negative
no.
right here, dude.
Lewis,
He better be
what's
careful.
happening here?
He better.
I
be
don't
careful.
know.
Lunga, this is your fault. I blame you.
Put on my
Why did
Kylo
you
Ren
put a
mask.
into it?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. No, it's not my fault. Blame it on me, Jeffrey.
So, yeah, Jeffrey Combs.
No!
No.
He took
Got
him off.
the Red Skull mask.
He took him off.
You
Thank-
take
oh,
that.
No.
Okay?
Andy, it better be the good red. Andy, it better not be the Red Skull we had last time.
You take that.
Because
shit
I
off.
will
better be
jet
like
out of here faster.
PG-13 Red Skull.
No.
I'm Jewish, by
Red
the way.
Skull from Captain America, the first
I'm Jewish,
Avenger.
by the way, so.
Not
This
the
all
Red
makes me
Skull from
very-
Schindler's List.
This is
Oh,
not a
man.
good show. We shun. All
Give
right.
us the
Robyn,
Red Skull from like the 1960s.
Andy, I know you can
comics,
hear me.
Yeah.
I know you can hear me. I cannot have the Red Skull on here because talk about Snyder cut armies going after you, man. I got some obsessed Doctor Doom people.
I
but
support
take
the
that
air
mask off.
cut.
No. All right.
I'm in full support of the air cut.
Take it off.
All right, let's see, Andy. I want to see what he has
Take it
to
off,
say.
Andy. Take it off.
I'm not. We'll go to Nerd Reactor after this, and we'll talk to this one. Andy. Wait, hold on.
Andy, he.
What are you
who
afraid
dis-
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Andy, he who disses a Snyder cut shall be shunned. There you
take
go,
that
Andy.
man.
Well, I guess Andy's not dissing it, so.
Andy,
No,
you're gonna bring too much heat, Andy. Just
Yeah, we got you on the thing. I think
Wait,
he's being.
let's hear like 5 seconds of what Red Skull
Hold
has
on,
to
hold
say.
on.
Lewis, I've had a change of heart. I know I've been a Nazi, but you know.
All right, bye, and Andy, take that shit off. All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
All right, you gonna take it off? Oh, no. Listen, next topic, and Andy, I want you in this topic, but what the hell?
Lewis, I mean it, okay? I don't want to be a hater anymore.
Okay. That's it.
All right. How much longer are we going to do this?
All right. So let's do this. Next topic. Let's talk about Ash, Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
We're working on a part 4. And
I have some thoughts on this.
yeah. Feel free to share it.
Okay, if I can start.
Yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Basically, Bruce Campbell says they're making a new Evil Dead movie. They apparently have a director that Sam Raimi handpicked. So he is officially done playing the character of Ash now that he's done the TV series. So he's saying it's called Evil Dead now. While speaking to Empire, Sam handpicked Lee Cronin, who directed the 2019 horror film The Hole in the Ground. He did a cool movie called The Hole in the Ground. We're going to get that sucker out as soon as practical. Campbell says from this point forward, they kind of have to stand on their own, which is fine and liberating. You could have different heroes, different heroines in this case. This one's going to be a little more dynamic. We want to keep the series current. And the mantra really is that our heroes and heroines are just regular people. That's what we're going to continue. So here's what I don't like. They made a reboot movie in what? Was it 2013? The reboot came out?
Yeah, and check it out. Some outlets are running saying, "Oh, it's going to be a female centric, Evil Dead or whatever," and they're trying to like
well, the
people
lead in
riled up, but it's not.
The lead in
the remake was actually a female lead, and it was awesome.
Right. So they did that. They had a pointless tag scene with Ash, which they didn't really do anything with. They did the TV series with Bruce Campbell back as Ash. That ran for 3 seasons. And now they're going back to the movies when they haven't been making movies for 7 years. So what is it? Is this a sequel? Is it another reboot? I don't get why, if you wanted to do more movies, why not do the movies And then why did you have that pointless scene with Ash in the movie, which they didn't do anything with, and now they're doing another movie, which will be what, another remake, a sequel? Like what? Like why did they have to wait 7, 8, 9 years to do this? It's stupid. It makes no sense. I'm fine if they want to keep making movies. I just feel like why did it take this long? And it just seems counterintuitive.
Well, the thing is, a film like Evil Dead, they kind of like it's difficult to get the funding because they're kind of like low budget horror films. And to be fair, there's like 8 of them, so I think studios are a little bit iffy about green lighting the projects. What do you think, Robert?
Okay, wait, 8 Evil Deads? There's 3, and then the TV series, and then the movie.
There's 4.
Well, 4 movies, feature films. But the last one, of course, was in 2013. And then Ash vs. the Evil Dead. But okay, so Ash vs. Evil Dead, Bruce Campbell said, I know he was a little disheartened when the series was canceled by Starz. And he came out and at a horror convention he was attending. He said, "Look, I'm done with Ash. It's been a great ride. He's appreciative of the character and what Sam and Ted Raimi did. But he said, I'm done with it. I'm hanging it up." Then there was some rumor that Sam Raimi had said, "I think I can kind of get Bruce to do another film." But it seems like Bruce was willing to do one if Sam Raimi was on board. Well, if Sam Raimi was directing. That's what I've been reading from other outlets, but this was like a couple years ago, that Bruce was contemplating returning if Sam Raimi was directing. But we know Sam is, moving on to doing some other big stuff, and he's producing the next film along with Bruce Campbell. I have no issues with where the story is going to go and creating independent movies set in the Evil Dead universe. I mean, and Jeffrey was talking about the connection between the 2013 film and the original films. Well, the thought was, let the success of Ash vs. the Evil Dead continue, and then they were going to make another film. But like I said, it was ultimately and abruptly canceled by Starz. And so I guess Bruce Campbell was a little disheartened with wanting to play the character anymore. But I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. Continuing with the series in that universe and having different heroines or different, protagonists. So I'm all for it. I'd absolutely love to see it. I'm excited for it.
What is it going to be? Is it going to be another remake, or is it going to be a sequel?
It's from everything that I've read today. Is that it's a film set within the same universe. So it's not going to be a reboot. It's not going to be a remake. It's just I mean, we don't know a whole lot.
What is even is the 2013 film set in the universe? Is it a sequel?
It is.
What is it even?
Ted, I believe it was Sam Raimi said that the movie is set in the same universe.
Okay.
With
and what was the point
Ash
of having Ash in there and just not doing anything with that scene?
Which one? The last film?
From the last film.
Okay.
What was that about?
They were gonna cross over in another universe. Like by part 2, they were gonna put all the dimensions together.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They were gonna continue within that universe, but I mean, after the cancellation of Ash vs. the Evil Dead, Bruce Campbell was kind of I'm done with it. I'm good. I'm done with the character.
Lewis, the last movie cost less than $20 million. There is no way they're going to have trouble financing this film, especially if Sam Raimi is attached as an executive producer. They will have no trouble financing it. The last movie made money. It wasn't a huge hit, but it did well.
Well, no, go ahead.
Toys and stuff.
Licensing.
Yeah, sell a lot. What about Lunga and John? You guys have any opinion on this?
I have an opinion. I'd like to hear the Red Skull's thoughts on this.
Okay, let's take a vote. Do you guys want to know have Red Skull in here?
No. I'm gonna kill you, John.
John wants Red Skull.
No, he said he's reformed.
He said he's reformed.
Hey,
Lunga doesn't want Red Skull.
Let's say elongated man. If he can change to a better person, a better superhero. Like before, he was like a jackass cop or whatever, detective. but he's become better. He's learned from the Flash. I'm pretty sure Red Skull can learn a thing for two from Captain America.
Red Skull's not a real person, though.
Elongated Man's also not a real person.
What do you... Hartley Sawyer still got fired, John.
Yeah, he might prove himself later, kind of like James Gunn.
All right. So in regards to...
But the Evil Dead, okay, the Evil Dead stuff, it's going to be cool. Like, I wish they would have another name. It's going to be set in the same universe. It kind of reminds me of Watchmen, HBO Watchmen. It's like a prequel, but you're still calling it Watchmen. I guess it's fine as long as the story is really well done. I'm trying to think of like how other movies do it if it's in the same universe. Marvel, they've done it well, where you already know the characters are in the same universe, but they have their own title: Captain America, Thor, Black Widow. So just have some kind of like maybe Evil Dead and then another title after it.
Hey, if you guys want to see a good Evil Dead film that wasn't Evil Dead, try Drag Me to Hell. That shit was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Drag Me to Hell was great.
It was awesome.
John, the title is Evil Dead Now, according to Bruce Campbell.
Evil Dead Now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Lunga, what do you think of Evil Dead or nah? Not your cup of tea?
No, I like Evil Dead, but Bruce Campbell's done with it. He doesn't need to come back. Who cares? It's overblown, dude. It's Evil Dead, okay? It's a campy freaking horror movie. It was funny when it was around, cool, fine, dandy. We don't need Bruce Campbell doing Ash anymore. Sorry. Move on.
Well, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. It would be other characters.
Obviously.
You don't even care if there are
I
other
was paying
characters.
attention that they're putting a new person in and he's not going to be doing it. I get it. But what the argument is, people want him, obviously. They don't want to recast.
Of course they do.
Well, the one Drag Me to Hell was pretty good without him.
Yeah, but it's not part of the same universe. It's just...
But it could have easily been an Ash film.
What is this, Rocky? Is he going to be like on crutches, training the next Ash? Actually. I mean, it's like...
The thing is with Evil Dead and Ash is that the fan base is so damn like they're just so committed to Ash and as it relates to Evil Dead, they're people don't really want to see it. I mean, they do, but I mean it's kind of like cherry on the top when you have Ash returning or Bruce Campbell returning as Ash in Evil Dead.
Do we really need another movie?
That's the thing. It's campy. They're fun movies.
We really need it though.
We don't.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I would like.
We don't need it.
That's the problem.
You're using a couple more drops out of a dried up peach. It's done.
Now, how dare you? That's it's one of those films or a series of films that we know it's campy. We know it's over the top. It's fan service. That's basically what it is. It's directly fan service. It's not gonna,
one more drop of milk out of an 80-year-old milkmaid. It's done.
Is he 80 years old?
No, he's not.
80-year-old nursemaid is trying to get one more drop of milk out of an 80-year-old nursemaid with shriveled up memories.
Thank you, Stories by Irish. I have great respect for you. I agree with Lunga. Lunga is correct.
No, I'm gonna say just like any other horror franchise that continues to live on, Evil Dead has a committed fan base. I'm one of them. I'd love to see another movie. I'd love to see Bruce Campbell as Ash one more time. I was a huge fan of the show of Ash vs. Evil Dead.
You also want more Wendy's, but that doesn't mean everybody.
No, I do not
Wendy's.
eat. I do not eat Wendy's. But I'd like to see it. I mean, shit, we're getting how many Halloweens now? We're getting how many Texas Chainsaws?
Those are better.
How many Friday the 13th?
So Ash is great.
Listen, I like the first couple, and then it's like I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. It's because it's campy funny. It's like we don't need more of that. It's done.
It's campy funny. It's also very politically incorrect. The humor.
That's the other problem. Okay, here I'll tell you. Lewis hates when I say this, but you want me to be perfectly honest. You cannot make a funny Evil Dead movie anymore because the humor that they do to make it originally, you can't do anymore. There's no freaking point to bring this movie back. It'll be a watered down, stupid version.
I don't know.
They can pull it off. Look at what is it? The Karate Kid show. Cobra Kai.
I think they can. I mean, if we're gonna say, can Hollywood now make another Mel Brooks type of movie?
Nope.
Absolutely not. No freaking way. Can Mel Brooks
the same lines?
Not quite in your face, but there's some subtleties to it. If Karate Kid, like John was saying, if Karate Kid had a fan base and has a huge following now, I think they'd be able to pull it off with Evil Dead. I think they'd still be able to pull it off.
Yeah, but Ash is supposed to be the hero. Okay, Cobra Kai, the guy is intentionally supposed to be a backwards douchebag. Okay,
well, no, but that's Ash's character to a degree. I mean, all the dude wants to do it. He's like in his 60s, and all he wants to do is party and get with chicks. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing, except different age bracket.
Yeah, but there's no one going to be an Evil Dead telling him, listen, you really can't talk that way. Okay, in Cobra Kai, they're all like looking at him like, dude, you can't say that shit. Okay, they're like,
there was a little bit of that
in him, and he's growing and learning not to be the kind of person. No one's gonna do that for Ash.
No, there was a little bit of that in the show where they, the female and the male, his co-stars were, in the series, they would kind of look at him like, yeah, well, that's inappropriate kind of thing.
Kind of give him shit, yeah.
Yeah,
I watched the first episode of this series and I was bored as hell.
Oh my God!
Cobra Kai?
There you go.
No, not Cobra Kai.
Your answer.
Where's my $5? Where's my $5? We're kicking Long off.
The Evil Dead one. The series was boring to me.
Oh,
I like the movies. I like the first couple movies.
You can't do anything else with Ash. Ash is played out as a character. Bruce Campbell, how old is he now?
He's 60s, probably.
He's probably close to 60 at this point. He's 61. He's done all he can with the Ash character.
No.
Yes.
No. Yeah. We know what it is. We know the kind of movie it is. We know what to expect. We're not looking.
Even the main character of the fourth movie. He was only in that stupid tag scene that they never followed up on. Not even the TV series had anything to do with that film.
The TV series was completely separate from that film, though. It didn't come out till later. That Sam Raimi.
What film?
You know what would make me interested in an Evil Dead movie? If they made it a serious horror movie without humor. That'll be
that's
a rework.
The one they did in 2013.
That's 2013's version.
Leave Ash
the
behind.
The original had no humor at all.
The original?
Yeah. The early 80s one, the very first one. It wasn't until the second.
The first one was just so bad it seemed funny.
It still campy.
Not at all. Not at all. There was nothing campy about that movie. Nothing. It was the second movie where they started getting humorous and campy.
All right, guys, I still have the red guy
here
backstage.
Just to clarify, I am all in favor of Andy Signor coming back in.
Okay, let's do this.
I'm not in favor of Red Skull coming back in.
Let's do this. Lunga, I'm going to give everyone here in the panel the choice to take off, and then we'll restream tonight. He says it's not going to be what we think. I'm going to leave him on. I do not agree with anything Red Skull has to say in the past videos or this video. But let's see what the hell this is about. His opinions are his own. Is that fair over there? Could you shake your head, Red Skull? Okay, he said it's cool. Jeffrey, I understand if you want to leave. Lunga, I could bring you back later if you don't want to be here. I understand that. Do you guys in the comments want to see Red Skull? Press 1. I know some people don't.
Yeah,
Robert,
a few people didn't.
Robert, if you don't want to be in here, fine. He says...
I have nothing to lose. What the fuck do I care?
You have nothing to lose.
I have nothing to lose.
Okay.
If it's Red Skull, I don't want to be.
All I can do is just leave
I don't want to be in here.
Okay, take off, then, Jeffrey. I'm going to put him on. 3, 2, come back, Jeffrey, if you want. 3, 2. All right.
Listen, Sam Raimi is a fantastic filmmaker.
Thank you.
If he has a vision for Evil Dead 4, we should respect his vision for Evil Dead 4. I don't understand all this pontificating of horror drama. Listen, if you guys are film fans and you want to see a fantastic filmmaker, Sam Raimi, come back with one more installment of The Evil Dead, what is wrong with that?
Thank you, Red Skull.
Oh, so afraid of edgy. I want to talk about Sam Raimi. What a mask means I can't be positive for filmmakers, for film? You know what, guys? I'm disappointed in all of you. You were all trying to judge me. And I'm not here to be evil. You know what? Sometimes people change. You know, we all need to change. And I'm here to talk positively about film. And Sam Raimi, for me, I will pay anything to see him team up with Bruce Campbell for one more journey with the boomstick. Am I right, guys?
Absolutely. I'm alone, right? I'm alone, guys.
No, I'm down.
I'll check it out someday.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
How do you even finish the last season for Evil Dead? Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah. Well,
I
actually,
I want to see the movies. This is a movie franchise. Not
you didn't like the show?
Series.
You didn't like the show?
No. I mean, it's fine, but it's not the same. I want him to have the budget. I want him to have the contained story within a good 90 to 120 minutes. Let's really do this right.
You don't like long form stories?
Hey, sometimes you run out of story to tell. Give me a chapter. You know what I mean? Like Army of Darkness, like part 2. Give me something good. Make sure you're really putting all your energy in that limited time. Not, oh, crap, what do we do in episode 8? We need a bottle episode. Look, Red Skull's been watching a lot of TV during quarantine. Sometimes seasons are filled with filler. I don't want my filler. I want something strong if they're going to come back for one last
You know what was strong that was Marvel related? Daredevil, Netflix.
Yep. Filled with filler.
Which part was filled with filler?
What, Marvel on Daredevil?
Yeah, Daredevil, yeah.
Dude, that shit was slow, bro.
It was a slow burn, yes.
Yes.
Not as slow as Defenders. I mean, gosh, how do you bring all those fantastic heroes together and they're just so boring? I mean, it led to nothing. Am I right?
I didn't watch it. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, Defenders,
I watched it. I liked it.
You dug it?
Yes.
All right.
You weren't you disappointed? It took so long. Can I spoil the show, Lewis? I'd hate to spoil the show.
The panel. Do you guys good with spoilers?
I'm okay with you spoiling it.
Yeah, do it.
Listen, they brought in this amazing villain in Sigourney Weaver. I was like, wow, they got Sigourney Weaver, and then they killed her. No, what? It went nowhere. Complete waste. And it took how many long times to get them together? Oh, it was just beyond.
It took 10 years for them to bring in Thanos, and they killed him. They killed Ultron.
Hey, see, we agree on something.
They've killed Joker. They kill every villain in these movies. Okay, that's what they do. And then they bring them back when they reboot it.
Brother, preach.
There's nothing wrong with Defenders. I like Defenders.
I don't like Defenders. Well,
there's a lot wrong with Defenders.
Evil Dead needs to fuck Evil Dead.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, don't be so rash.
You don't even watch this stuff, Lunga.
Yes, I did. I've watched the first couple movies. I tried watching the series, but
okay. Would you say that you're a fan of Evil Dead or that? Yeah, I've seen the movies.
I am a fan of Army of Darkness.
Okay. Of just Army of Darkness.
Pretty much. That's my favorite one. The very first one was good too.
Second one's better. He fights his own hand.
Yes, I agree with you, Lewis. Good call.
I'm with Lunga on Army of Darkness being my favorite. It's campy fun.
But you can't do that kind of movie nowadays. Regardless of what Roberto is trying to say, you can't. You cannot do that kind of humor.
I think you can. I think you can. But like I said,
what we do in the shadows?
I mean, like I said, it's not going to be like a Mel Brooks in your face type of humor that's going to, hurt everybody's feelings. It's not going to be like that. But I think you can push the envelope a little bit and keep it. I think they'll be able to pull it off. I think they can.
You say In the Shadows, Lewis. I don't want to watch an Evil Dead movie that feels like In the Shadows. In the Shadows is funny for what it is because it was made that way now. But to change, to make it palatable makes it not funny anymore.
I don't know, man. I think Evil Dead has some more stories in it.
I would love to see Taika Waititi make an Evil Dead installment.
That's a good combo right there. That's a good combo. Right there. But we saw that one with the crocodiles, right? What was it this year with Sam Raimi producing it. That
Oh,
felt like
Crawl. Can I just talk about how much I loved Crawl? I
Yes,
mean,
please,
what
do
a
so.
surprise at the cinema. It just was riveting. So much fun action, fantastic drama, and silliness. It was wonderful.
Why
Did he say
Why are you
Crawl?
laughing? I love
why do I feel at some point this is just gonna flip? Like I'm
It
just
doesn't
waiting.
matter.
I'm
It
waiting
doesn't
for like
matter.
the
Mr.
bomb to
Ransko.
explode. I'm waiting.
No,
I'm-
my stomach is doing somersaults right now. It is.
It doesn't matter. I have my finger on
but-
the minus button.
But here's the
everybody. My
here's
God,
the thi-
times can change. People can change. I'm here to prove that just if you wear a mask doesn't mean you can't be positive once in a while.
It's not the mask. God damn it. It's not the mask. That's
I'm
the
just
problem.
waiting for the bomb to go off. I'm just
Exactly.
waiting to go like this.
There's
Not
like-
the mask.
There's like
I'd like
three
to
more-
keep streaming. Okay.
There's like 3 moronic YouTubers watching this right now, trying to clip out everything just to get in our algorithm. They'll make like 15 videos about this if it goes south. You know what I'm
Sounds
talking
like they're jealous, Lewis.
about? Yeah.
Oh
maybe.
Jesus!
They can still be politically incorrect. These Hollywood movies are distributed worldwide, where the political climate varies from the U.S. Actually, the rest of the world, I hate to say it, is more conservative. With with the same sex.
I mean,
kiss
they
and
have to change
Star Wars.
movies for the Chinese audiences.
Yeah,
Right.
they do.
Remember
I
Force
don't see-
Awakens, the poster?
Yeah, John Boyega called that out.
I know people are
Hey,
getting so
guys,
used.
hold on.
Okay, what does
Can we
Red
talk
Skull
about
think
how
about
amazing John Boyega is? Man, I loved what he said. Bravo. And I'm so glad Disney had his back.
that? Okay.
Oh, can I?
What did Disney say about that?
It's actually funny you guys bring that up.
Yeah.
Because I was actually working on something and I was thinking about seeing if I don't know if anyone wants to help, but make some t-shirts for charity.
Yeah.
Red
and-
Skull loves charity. Tell us more.
This here, let me pull up the picture that I was working. I was actually working on this right when you invited me in, Lewis, and I was almost finishing up with it, but I got to do some more stuff. Hold on here. All right, share that.
This is a
What's
shirt.
going on? What's going on?
Oh
That
yeah,
was-
it looks a,
That was a real poignant moment when he was screaming. And I made it stylistic. I got a couple different designs with the stylistic, but it says this, they want us disorganized, but not today. That's what he said in Black Lives Matter. I think this would be a pretty cool shirt, and proceeds, obviously I'll go all to Black Lives Matter organizations. So I was kind of working on this. I wanted to do something for it, and then I didn't know what I could do. You know what I mean? So whatever little talent I have, I was maybe seeing if I could apply it to help out.
Is that John Boyega?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Robert. Yeah, I mean, John, you can't tell.
I don't know. Like, where is that from? Why is he wearing gloves?
That was from
was
the
speech.
speech.
Not watch the
John.
video?
No, I didn't watch the video. No.
Oh my God.
Jeez, John. Step outside a little, why don't you?
Red Skull is more caught up than I am.
That is
John, when
sad,
was the
John.
last time you went out?
Last year.
But he has been busy pretending to be a shark. So there's that on his. There's that.
I'm
on
an
his
adult
resume.
shark now. Come on.
Adult shark. Now he's
Oh,
finally an
geez.
adult. He's no longer a teenage shark. He's
Yeah.
finally an adult who doesn't run from alligators like he did the other night.
I fight the alligators.
Jeffrey's saying that Disney didn't have his back on him getting removed from the poster. He's not actually removed from the poster. There's no defending it, obviously, but he was shrunk. They actually did the same thing with Poe. But Poe is Latin. People don't think he is, but he is.
He's Latin, yeah.
Unfortunately, if you're not like an S.A. Holmes and fucking can't put 2 words together, people think you're not,
Well, he's South American, so
yeah. So yeah, they did.
You don't want to sound like a racist on the internet.
Jesus Christ.
Robert,
Hey,
do you smell the wick, Robert?
It's burning. It's burning.
No, the guys, listen, I'll tell you, somebody clipped me out of context, and it really
No, not you.
like sometimes you say things you don't mean it, but man, they just jump at you. It's not fair.
yeah.
I agree.
Where's Andy?
All stop
Bring him
judging
back.
each other and attacking each other. We have to have more dialogue. So grateful to be on this program. Thank you, Lewis.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Actually, it was John's idea.
Look at Lunga.
Because here's the thing, you know
We're all
we'll never see Red Skull on Popcorn Planet. That's the thing.
Probably not.
Oh, Red Skull make an appearance on Popcorn Planet.
Oh, I hate that channel. It's the one thing I
Okay, that's the issue.
Wait a minute. Does Andy Signor, is he a big fan of Crawl?
Crawl, he just said he loves it.
No,
This
Red
is-
Skull said he loves it. But if
then they
Andy
should-
loves it and Red Skull loves it, they should team up together, talk about it on Popcorn Planet.
Look who's okay. So remember the speech with Rocky 4? You know, when I walked in here, a lot of people hated me.
Yeah.
And I hated you back. But at the end, I liked you and you like me. People could change.
The most
We all could change.
You just ruined that whole quote, Lewis.
So it's my introduction back to Jeffrey.
Well, Lewis, hold on. Before you go to Jeffrey Lewis, I do want to say there was an earlier moment you didn't want to say something, and I'd like to say it for the record.
Oh,
Look, it might put me in trouble, but I agree with Daniel Radcliffe. Transgender women are women.
okay.
Okay.
It is eerily
Jeffrey?
quiet.
Next subject.
Lunga just like,
Jeffrey, Lunga, you know that
Well,
by
we're
doing that,
afraid to admit that, but J.K. Rowling, she needs to educate herself a bit more.
all right. I'm
wait,
not
what did
familiar with
J.K.
the
Rowling
situation.
said?
No. John, you do that shit
John.
in Nerd
No,
Reactor.
you guys brought it up. and I'm curious.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Nerd Reactor exclusive, Red Skull.
He can't do that
John.
Nerd Reactor. Laura will like rip his face off.
Oh, she will. She'll reach through her camera and rip his throat.
The funny thing is that Lunga feels like he's safe with that picture. It's actually worse.
No, it's
because
not
your
safe.
face is
This is like
bigger and
no, here,
happier
here.
to be here.
This is like you know when shit's about to go down and you kind of got your body turned
Like a bunker.
Like when you got like you're at a party and you think a fight about to break out and you kind of got your body turned, you're leaning towards the door, and you're just ready just in case you got a dip. You're just ready. That's what this is. Just in
No,
case I got a
actually, with
dip.
that picture, you need a fork and a couple horns, a fork. You look like a little devil there. Yeah, I don't know what happened with it. I just don't think Twitter is a good place, man. I've been paying more attention to Twitter lately.
Twitter is hell.
It's pretty bad.
Twitter really is hell, and I've been to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter is bad.
We're gonna talk about that later. Ralph leaving the Flash reason why I clicked this. Okay, I did mention that on the title. I'm gonna say he did leave the Flash. We go more in depth.
To leave, I thought he was fired.
Well, yeah, he was. Well, he has to leave after he got fired. But we're gonna talk. There's gonna be a video posted on Popcorn Planet. We get deeper into it and stuff. Does anyone here watch the Flash besides me?
Me.
Okay, it's gonna be difficult to write him off. That's gonna be
No,
kinda
would
weird.
it? Look at
No,
what
it's not.
Batwoman's
They just
gonna
build
do.
to kill him, just like
Just
they've
make a
done
new
with other-
character.
They killed his daughter for Christ's sakes. They wiped her from existence.
Wait.
They had crisis. They killed so many
Elongated
people.
Man has a daughter?
No. Flash's daughter, Nora.
Oh yeah, Nora.
It just
we
it's
get a
just
little
sad
bit
to
more
me because
serious.
they were setting up the whole story with Sue and Sue in the comic book. Sue Dibney that's his wife, and they were one of the sweetest couples in comics. And I know Lewis says that he didn't like all the humor in the show, but that literally is Elongated Man from the comic books. He's perfect, and it's exactly
Yeah, but
how
the thing
he
is that the show doesn't seem balanced to me. They got.
But that's not Elongated Man's fault though.
I don't know.
He's loyal to what his character is. So
Yeah.
I mean, if I think your biggest complaint is all the different wells. That's your problem.
Oh, that's bad.
That's your
That's right.
problem because
Yeah.
who else is there? Cisco is Cisco. I like Cisco. Don't change him. You know what I mean? He's perfect.
Cisco's
Ralph
leading
is
the
acting
show.
how Elongated Man it is.
Oh.
If anything, you just have a problem with all the different wells who lately have been in a lot of comic relief.
Iris.
I think Iris isn't even. There's no humor out of Iris though. There's no
She's
humor in
terrible.
Iris. Well, she is, but they no. It's because they wrote her to be more than what she is. You know what I mean? And it's just like
We are the
What?
Flash.
it's just I mean, it's not even about female characters because you have Caitlyn, you have loads of people on the show that are women that are powerful. Every last one does not need to be in the thick of the action. It's not necessary.
I mean,
the skill was as a reporter.
Speedsters over there too. You know what I mean? Everyone always ends up being a speedster.
Oh, everyone's a speedster. Yeah,
that's reductive, Lunga. You're being reductive.
Jeffrey, I think Jeffrey Lilly picks a new word every month. Last month was erroneous. The month before that was pedantic. So he picks a new word for every month. We're in June now. So
Jeffrey, I'm extremely happy that you came back here. Any last thoughts from you
on Ralph Dibny on The Flash?
Whatever. Yeah.
I can't really disagree, but man, social media is scary.
It's a James Gunn situation. It's almost literally the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. And Disney hired James Gunn back.
Yeah.
It's the same damn thing. And it's like,
I just think context
by
is
reading
important.
them.
Right,
they
but
were bad jokes.
The interesting note is all of the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy came out to defend their friend James Gunn.
But they didn't do that for
no
him.
one from The Flash has the guts to stand up and help this man. And I say, cowards, what happened to loyalty in this country? We're all afraid. We're all so afraid.
Hartley Sawyer is a bit actor. He's a bit actor on a superhero TV show.
Yeah.
So now everyone is talking. Now no one's talking.
Correct, Jeffrey.
I was just gonna say I don't think there is any loyalty once people scream that they're offended. I think loyalty kind of flies out of the window.
Well, again, he made a point. With James Gunn
destroyed on social media.
With James Gunn, they were
the audacity to at least say, "I condemn the words, but not the man. I know the man." There are a million ways you could have handled that to do it professionally, and they're all just cowards in my book.
Yeah.
Or
what is it? His friends, his other friends on Twitter actually said that
he was like,
him.
Jimmy Fallon apologized at least when he was in the middle of that
20 years ago.
Yeah, from the 20-year, but it didn't become news until recently.
But it would get Guardians of the Galaxy. Dave Bautista said he goes, "I'm going to finish whatever my obligation are, and I'm gone unless they bring him back." That he said that after.
Dave Bautista is a man.
Yes, he is.
Those muscles. I mean, I'm not into men, but he could make me. He's a very striking man.
So what you're saying is J.K. Rowling wouldn't be confused on his job.
Oh. I'm caught up. I was reading the whole thing about J.K. Rowling, so yeah.
If we can talk about that on Nerd Report.
Are you caught up? Are you caught up on the James Gunn situation, John? Since you're behind about 3 years on news.
So I already know. Yeah, I know about James Gunn. He's back. He's gonna do Guardians 3.
He is.
It's okay. It's funny. Like Warner Brothers brought him for Suicide Squad, even knowing what he did, and DC CW is like, yeah, let's kick him.
Well, it's for Disney. Disney is way more.
Disney's more family.
More family stuff. So
but then they rehired him.
Yep.
Yeah, they rehired him.
Well, because Disney was getting a lot of backlash from people in the industry, not just fans or the general public, but they were getting a lot of backlash from the entertainment industry,
producers, directors, right? So they were all saying, "The fuck are you doing?"
Yeah,
that's
Kevin Hart got in trouble too. He got ousted from the Oscars.
The funny thing is, they had he did a documentary on Netflix where they followed the whole thing, and he fought that thing to the bitter end. It took like everybody talking to him for a while before he apologized. So it wasn't like this like quick, I'm going to apologize. He like refused, and he was going on talk shows telling, "No, I'm not going to apologize. I already did that. I'm not going to do it."
But he's a comedian doing jokes. It was from an act that's like 10 years old, and suddenly
it was some Twitter posts too. He had made some Twitter posts about stuff too. So
James Gunn making off-color, tasteless.
And mind
jokes
you, he worked for Trauma at the time. He was a Trauma screenwriter. Lloyd Kaufman Trauma films were very extreme.
But James Gunn, people people rushed to James Gunn's defense and said he apologized for all those dirty tweets. He never did. The one thing he apologized for was when he made that like superhero sex list he did on a blog that was, you know, a little tasteless and a little raunchy. That was the one thing he never apologized before his tweet story became a story for being a provocateur.
Why
The
would
point is, if you go to anybody's, just about anybody in Hollywood's, if you go if they have a social media presence, if you go to anything, just about all of them from 10 years ago, you're going to find something to cancel them with. It's just and this is what people don't get is that, and they say and they like to counter it with, no, it was never acceptable. Listen, we know it was never acceptable. However, it was acceptable, meaning people said it and no one got upset. Okay, no one made an uproar about it. People were like, if you want to say more thick-skinned, I don't know if that's a good word to use, but it didn't hit to the bone as hard as it does now. People, with things that are going on, people are just way more quicker to be offended, quicker and more sensitive with these situations than they were back then. So they want to look at 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago through the same lenses of today. And you can't do that. That's the problem. You got to look at the person how they are now. You can't look through the lenses of 10, 15 years ago. You got to see, are they a good person? Have they changed? Have they done? And if they haven't, that's what you got to go with. You can't do this digging into people's past, trying to get that gotcha moment on them. It's just, it's
Amen, right? And Red Skull's got a lot of gotcha moments.
We know because you got me with them once. So, you know, we know.
Hey, that was like months ago.
How many months?
Like a couple months ago, really? Like, I think it was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
My previous words that were taken out of context. But listen, I'm here. I'm respecting everyone, and I'm here to play ball.
All right. We're gonna cut the stream in a little bit. You want to bring Andy back? Maybe like
Who?
Yeah, because we kind of
wants to come back.
we like Andy. You know,
I mean, it's like 1 o'clock in Florida. I'm sure Andy's asleep.
I think he's been asleep all day.
Perhaps that could.
Yeah, you have the same background as Andy too.
Oh, this is just a 3D thing I do.
Hold on. Wait.
All nerds use this background. This isn't what all you nerds use.
No. But the funny thing about this,
it does look like John's background. Watch. Here's John's background.
Hold on.
And then look at the red
I don't have
skull.
more props behind me.
You don't know how
Same
funny
stuff.
this is, because the one day when I had Andy and Fanjecture both on my show, Fanjecture actually had a picture of Andy's background behind him. And I'm like,
wow.
You guys have really Fanjecture? You're using fucking Andy's background?
You ripped it off?
Conjecture for all you know. Who knows? Don't be so quick.
He
to
ripped off.
judge.
Hold on a second. He ripped off. Does he know Andy?
No, yeah, he knows Andy. He's been on Andy's show. And
All
yeah.
right. That's crazy, dude. I'm ripping
actually
off
funny.
Jeffrey's background.
Oh, Lordy.
All right, guys. Any other topic you want to bring up before we take off? No.
Yes, I do.
All right, real
I
quick.
got my shirts.
I want one of those.
I think
order it.
Jeffrey Combs is a perfect choice to play Dr. Philip Boyce for Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which will be the best Star Trek TV series
Oh,
since
we were past this
DS9.
already.
Lunga, you have a deep opinion about this? Strong opinion?
Fuck Star Trek.
Huh?
Fuck Star Trek.
All right, John.
Wow. I just say, let's give
Wow.
Hartley Sawyer another chance. He said some, messed up things, but like on the show, on the CW, on the Flash, he was a despicable character before. He was able to redeem himself, and it's about people being able to change and being better and accepting themselves. And I think Hartley, he's changed, and he can have the capacity to change. And look at Red Skull.
So you're saying he's
Let's
Vegeta
go.
from Dragon Ball Z? He's Vegeta. He's the bad guy, but now he's the good guy.
Yeah. Or
Robert,
even Kylo Ren.
any last thoughts about
Kylo
today's
Ren died.
conversation?
I said, you want
No, I don't watch Star Trek, so yeah.
Well, no one talked about Star Trek after that. It just jumped all over the place.
Well, I did. It was just too.
I mean, do you want to talk about
Too
that? Finally, maybe Michael Myers will get a haircut.
I have not been in this room in over a week. I'll just say this: I'm glad to be back. Hopefully, LA calms down a little bit, but I'm glad to be back. And my first day off from work in over a week. So
that was today.
Yeah, thanks for coming on my stream this morning.
Thanks
Robert.
for coming in, bro.
Well, today was my daughter's graduation, where we got to drive through the school and they give her all this stuff. So
I got you.
it was a long distance graduation, unfortunately. But
I did get this, by the way.
Nice,
Darth Revan.
Nice, very cool.
Which is cool too.
Scully, you want to add anything to the stream?
What is this? The X-Files?
Let's go.
Scully, Red Scully.
Yeah, I thought the Gillian Anderson walk in or something. No, I just would like to thank you all for letting me be here and speak about my passion, which is also film. And I wish you all well, and I hope you're all staying safe and that we're all, remember, united together.
Wow.
All through that, my finger was still on the minus.
Lewis, hit the end video now. Hit the end video now, Lewis.
And also,
hit it now, Lewis.
That I respect you all.
What was he also?
That I respect all of you.